Hello and welcome to the Cricket Catch-Up from Guernsey Press Sport. If the runs were flowing last week, they're gushing now. Coming up, we'll reflect on the current run fest in local cricket. We'll also recap the latest action in OD Wealth Evening League One, and we'll hear from a club which has stayed true to its name over the years and is now a growing force in the island's top division. Let's start with that glut of centuries though. Last Saturday in particular was a truly remarkable day, with 6 tons scored in just 2 weekend championship matches. And things continued in that vein on Tuesday night, former island captain Jamie Nussbaumer carrying his bat for 109 from 70 balls as Cobo beat Irregulars down here at the KG5. We're starting with that double ton from Stokes. Have you seen anything like it in local cricket?
No, I don't think anyone has, to be honest. Obviously, Stokesy started off with that double 100, and then last weekend, obviously, the 6 centuries in a day. Can't remember the last time there would have been 6 weekend centuries in a season, let alone a day. It was just absolutely madness, and that's starting to be replicated in the evening league as well. Obviously, I was lucky to get one the other night. Luke Lettice got one the week before, so hopefully, yeah, the batters keep going at it and save some runs for August when we play Jersey. Yeah, I mean, I got a few in the early days, but that was probably a decade ago now. So yeah, it's nice to get on the board. I've always dreamed of kind of getting an evening league 100, so that's a nice objective to tick off, and to do it in front of yeah, my son and my wife and my little girl was really nice. So yeah, I was really proud of that moment.
A 17-run victory for Cobo then in a week when the 3 top sides all won to keep things tight at the top. On Wednesday, it was a fairly one-sided affair, to say the least, as Indies blitzed optimists by 10 wickets. Nathan Lettice and CJ Peatfield, who finished 48 and 82 not out respectively, seeing them home with 4 overs to spare, chasing 135 to win. On to Thursday, and Griffins made no mistake against Wanderers Rovers, who posted 150 for 3 batting first. Once again, it was Luke Lettice who inflicted the most damage, hitting a barrage of boundaries to reach 50 in just 17 balls. Some form he's in. And it looked like he would fly to a 3rd straight century as well, as the ball kept disappearing to the rope. But the Lewis show was cut short as he skied one off the bowling of Dom Rice into the hands of a jubilant Johnny Bailey. And there was a screamer of a catch to follow that. Griffins skipper Tom Curr with the clean hit, Doug Horrocks on the rope, scooting round and seeing the ball stick. Now this clip actually made it onto Sky Sports test coverage today. I imagine the Raiders flanker will still be talking about it when they get back to training in that code. It wasn't enough though to stop Griffins staying top with a 3rd win from 3 completed games. Jordan Martell making a swift 44, including 3 sixes, to see them home with a whole lot to spare. So it is Griffins and Indies who sit level on top after 4 rounds. Cobo a point back ahead of Irregulars, Wanderers Rovers and Opties. Irregulars, of course, one of the sides to make the step up to the expanded 6-team Evening League One division last season. They're a club with plenty of history to be proud of, and they hope a bright future to look forward to. 3 of their squad represented the GCB 11 against the MCC last month at the College Field. Another milestone for a club working hard to progress at all levels.
They were launched in 1979, so 42 years ago. And it was mainly a group of guys that actually worked in the banking industry in Rothschilds and Barclays. And I think a number of them said, well, I can play from time to time. And they came up with the name Irregulars. And that was very simply it.
You know, I'm obviously going to be biased, but I think it's the best club in Guernsey. I've only played for 1 club, so I don't really have anything to buy against, but obviously it's a close relationship with my dad. He brought me into playing cricket. Now very honoured to be captain of the A-team. To be honest, it's probably the only way I get in the team, but I'll take that. And we've had some very successful years together, obviously winning Division 2 back in 2016.
1 or 2 other clubs have gone the merger route. I think here we wanted to keep the history and the culture of the club, and I think we were fortunate in a way. As I say, in those early days it was made up of people working, say, in banks and in communal accommodation. I came over and worked at Barclays, and that's how I ended up sort of joining the club as well. I think that got reinvented in about 2011, 2012, when the South Africans and the New Zealanders and Australians who were coming over to work in the law firms and accounting firms, we got 1 or 2 of them, and of course then they were working with others that were coming over, and they'd invite them along to nets. And so actually the decision was taken out of our hands, thankfully.
I think it's brilliant. I think this is what makes the Irregulars a great team to be with. They're all friends, and I mean we always, after every game, like we'll always have a chat. Even if it's not a cricket game, then we'll still be hanging out together. So it's a very good vibe.
You've obviously chatted to Ben. We met him randomly when I arrived, sort of World Cup time last 2019. So obviously met a lot of South Africans, and it's made life a lot easier on Ireland in general. In the team-wise, I think it suits us as well. A lot of working guys. Guys always good. Win or lose, we always have a couple of drinks afterwards, get to know each other more from a personal side of things. So from that side, I'm very happy to have joined the Regs. Yeah.
And that's how we grew again. And that's when we had the big decision in 2016 was, okay, well, do we just go that far and then roll the dice again in those divisions, or do we actually try to honour the fact that we've won Division 2 and actually try and go up to Division 1?
I think now we're there, we definitely want to be a part of it. We appreciate that we don't have any Ireland players in our squad when we started it, but obviously a few of the boys now are being considered, and they're growing into the Ireland setup.
Definitely a very proud moment for me. Really enjoyed it. Also, it was good standards as well. And it was also fun playing against the MCC and also the guys that we played with.
We got a letter which was really nice, and we got a shirt as well. And I think especially to play with people and to have Sam as your coach, and especially in the half time when he's giving the talk, you can tell that it's coming from a lot of experience. So I think in terms of a feel-good factor of being involved in cricket, it's been great, and that was an amazing opportunity.
I really think the Guernsey cricket is actually on the right route at the moment. What Savs and Pods are doing at the moment, they're doing all the extra additional training sessions, which is just making cricket stronger at the moment. And I think that is a great thing for Guernsey cricket. And I mean, we can already see the quality of Div 1 cricket.
We've certainly got ambitions to sort of trouble the top 3, dare one say, as well. And you can see that old Division 1 where I played in the 90s, which was 10 sides, and you came down, there's a different game every night of the week. We needed to get somewhere towards retrieving that again. So now we've got the 6 sides, we've got 3 different games, competitive games, each week where any cricket lover can come and watch, particularly from the lovely pavilion now with the new terrace. And so that's key, I think. So we want to be a part of that, if only just for the betterment of cricket as much as anything, but for our guys to enjoy and for the rest of our juniors to have something to aim for.
Great to see those guys relishing the opportunities they're getting this season. Best of luck to them and Irregulars for the rest of the campaign. That's it from me for now. I'll be back next week with another cricket catch-up. In the meantime, if you've enjoyed this video, do give it a share on social media and follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram @GSY Press Sport is the place to go.